How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'd like to take a little time to talk about the 0% balance transfer carrot con. I call it this because they dangle this 0% balance transfer in front of you, and then when you go look at it in the very fine print is usually there's a 5% fee or some minimum fee associated with it. For example, this US Bank balance transfer is 0% promotional APR for the next 15 months. But whenever you get one of these, you just look all the way at the bottom and look for one of these boxes for interest and fee information. They're required to have this. And I quickly look at the APR. Yes, it is 0%. But the fee over here, it says either 3.99% of the amount of each transaction or $5 minimum. Now, if you transfer in $1,000, that's $40. If you transfer in $125, that's the minimum at $5. So if you transfer anything less than $125, you're still going to get billed $5 for the transfer fee instantly. Now, for people that do not have much self-control when it comes to credit card spending, this is kind of like waving alcohol in front of an alcoholic. It promises you the full credit limit. All you have to do is just pay 4% fee and you can have this huge chunk of cash for the next 15 months. A normal person that's kind of thin on their budget may look at this and then go, oh yeah, maybe I need a little bit of money. I'm okay with paying 4% for the next 15 months. Let's say you borrow $1,000, you pay the $40, and later on, 15 months later, you still owe that $1,000 because most likely you failed to pay it all back. So anytime you take out a lot of cash from a balance transfer, it's a slippery slope because you might just forget about paying it back. And I highly do not recommend it unless you're using it to consolidate all your credit card balances into a lower APR in an effort to pay off your credit cards. If you're just shuffling it around from one credit card to another, every single time you do this, you're paying this 4%. This is what they really want you to do. Every 12 to 15 months, maybe they want you to shift it from one credit card to another because right there, it's instant 5% that you have to pay them. Take another example, this Sears credit card. I never owe anything on this credit card, but yet they keep on sending me these balance transfer checks. This one in particular is 0% APR for the next 14 months. The fee, on the other hand, you can go down and look at another one of these interest and fee information here. It says 5% of the amount of each transaction or $10 at the minimum. So okay, this is a little bit higher, but all these balance transfer thing, usually I just shred them all because I really do not want to pay a percentage right immediately for, just getting a bunch of cash. Because really right now I'm not overextending myself. I just pay everything out of my checking account. First, I spend it on a credit card and then it gets paid from my checking account. So in a way, if you're able to get a loan for 4 or 5%, it's much better than a credit card because a credit card instantly charges you this 4 or 5% on day one rather than divided up over many months over the entire year. So what I don't get is I never have used one of these checks in the past 10 years and they just keep on sending these to me. I get quite a few of them. I have about 18 credit cards, so I get about 4 or 5 of these balance transfer every single week. My recommendation here is be very wary of these balance transfer because right when you use it, there's a huge fee. This might be good for some people because you can kind of use this as a financial crutch until you're able to pay your credit card off in full. However, for people that do not owe anything on their credit cards, this might be a little tempting because you look at your total credit limit on your card and you go, wow, if I just pay this measly couple percent fee, you can just have this whole chunk of cash right in your checking account and you can do whatever you want. This is a very dangerous thing to do because as soon as you have the cash in your checking account, you might be tempted to spend all of it and by the time you know it, you didn't know what you really bought and all of that cash is gone already. So take my advice and never ever use these balance transfer checks if you can. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below, let me know if you have the same view on these balance transfer checks. If you're interested in supporting this channel, and I would really appreciate it if you do, I have an Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook, and if you don't like the book or don't like the service, you can cancel it and you won't owe a thing. You can still keep the audiobook and still benefit this channel. I also have for you a 30-day free trial for Gamefly down below. If you try this out, you'll also help out this channel and you can try, renting a game for free for 30 days. And if you don't like it, you can also cancel this service and not owe a thing as well. I also have the Patreon over here and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.